All the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So only party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office.
Good evening again, and welcome to your favorite talk show where they come to you every Tuesday on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, and I am your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. If you just joined me, I want to say a big thank you for joining me on radio, and I want to say Ramadan Mubarak to all we Muslim brothers and sisters as soon as they go through this season. I pray say all the fastings and all the sacrifices, God go answer them, and God go grant to the blessings of Ramadan. And also for the one way they participate and the fast during this Lenten season for the Christians here as well. I hope say and I pray say God go bless you now and go grant you the blessings with the Lent season they bring. This couple of weeks now very sacred weeks now Sierra Leone, as we get both Muslims and Christian fasting and praying, and I hope say and I pray say God will answer on our prayers and sacrifices, and God will release some blessings upon Sierra Leone as a whole, and we will see change in every aspect of our personal lives as well as the country as a whole. I want to say thank you for joining me and being a part of the show. This is not a busy time now for both Muslims and Christians. I know someone will cut fast or they pray now, and all that good stuff. But you can come back and listen to the repeat broadcast, or you can also watch this show if you miss some on the social media platforms. We go there on I go there on LinkedIn. I can put on my Instagram. I can put on also on my TikTok, and you know sabi my name on Instagram. I use EMYU_2020, and on Facebook I use Mulku EMYU Bangura, and also I use Mulku Sulaiman Bangura on EMYU _ I think 2020 also is what I use on TikTok as well, and also on YouTube you will see Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. So those are my social media handles. You can please go there, follow me, and click the alert button. So anytime the alarm bell actually, anytime we post something, you get a notification. So you go follow the topics that we don't deal with in the past, and also the one that we going to miss the live show now. Thank you for being a part of the show. And today we can't talk about today not me wondering, today another guest. It's here I do a solo show, and so today I go do a solo show, and we can't talk about something we're familiar with. If you're in a house or somebody in a mid-level career professional, and they look for opportunities for go study abroad, especially in the US, want for go study. Well, yesterday the US Embassy don't open the portal for apply for the Fulbright Scholarship, the 2027-2028 Fulbright Scholarship. The portal opened yesterday. So if you sabi person or you say for the listen to me, you want to apply, there you go. Make sure you do them fast, because the portal they close on the 5th of April 2026. The 5th of April, the eve of my birthday. So be fast, make fast, and apply as fast as you can, so that you go tender your application. So today I will take listeners through the step-by-step process of how to apply, and what everything the application form look like. So if you watch me on Facebook, you go able to see at least the snippets of how the form look like online. And I also one of my producers with Maudi being the technical team will post the link as well for you. We go catch up later. You will see the link there. And if you go to US Embassy website, actually you search for the scholarships, Fulbright scholarships, you also see the application link there, where you go click and you go apply. So we can talk a little bit about application tips, how to run through the application, waiting will make you write a compelling application and get yourself prepared. You will agree with me now, say We need more professionals. We need more specialized professionals. We need more young people that will study abroad and come back and can manage key sectors in this country. We need change. We need people with the right mindset for being injected into the private sector as well as the public sector. And so you gotta agree with me, say if you're not mid-level professional, you're seeking higher level education, this is an opportunity for you. So sit back, relax. When I come back, we can really go deeper into the conversation. You can also be part of the show. You can send me text message on 0799994 you can drop your comment on the Facebook live, and I'll go. If you have a question, I will definitely answer. If you have comments, I would shout you out. And sit back, relax, and we'll take a short break. When I come back, we'll go into the show proper.
I kept believing, now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now, it don't better now. Famous standing name now, you don't go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a flight to Dubai now, hey, with me baby now. Anything I like that they buy now. Turn up, cause me I know they turn down, I know they run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. For this one where we there, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why some man go stay, now only God know. The reason why some man go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I don't go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of a man, no, not to the end of a life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous and the name now. You know what say, you know me now. Now me son is scatter the party now. Even you baby, they call it now. Cause I me they make all man they daddy now. You next on the beats now. The people just they grace, just they dance now. Hey, they just they dance now. They just they daddy now. I'm looking forward.
Yes, welcome back. I'm looking forward to talk to you. So yes, Sabi initially start. Today's show is going to be a solo show. Na me and Nanomode. I promise I will make a little bit entertaining. Not gonna be too tense, but this show are basically tailor-oriented for mid-level professionals or professionals that we already then they seek for higher education, for go study abroad and for go empower themselves and upskill themselves. And so, as I earlier stated, if you just join me, the U.S. Embassy now opened the platform for the Fulbright application. And of course, we get a very strong alumni community in Sierra Leone, very strong U.S. alumni community. And the U.S. office, the Public Affairs Office, SEF gets for do their own outreach, and then get for do their own, they get for organize their own small sessions across the country for make people and go, share the experiences and how people can apply to how people can write a compelling application to the Fulbright. And so for sure they're going to do that, and I'm not duplicating their effort. I'm just using my platform and as allow them for push Fulbright forward, and at the same time encourage more young people in for go. Yeah, I know. See if you sabi me, you don't have me talk about Fulbright. Well, brace up, not tire it, because as far as I'm concerned, this is an opportunity where I want every Sierra Leonean for tap from. And if you qualify, I want you for go. You go agree with me, say it will change your life. You go agree with me, say Sierra Leone needs professionals. Sierra Leone needs people that can actually make a change in the public and private sector. And so for that reason, I'm not going to shut up. You go time for hearing my voice somewhere in time for hearing me talking about it. So sit back, relax as I take people through the application process. So if you're interested, you do home. Just bear with me as I walk you through the application process. So, as I say, if you just join me, the application will open. It will close on the 5th of April. So make fast and apply. Now, what thing will make you stand out? What thing Fulbright really look for? Then they look for. I just give you the basic. First of all, I need for you the eligibility criteria. Waiting at the criteria, them. What do they look for apply to the Fulbright. So if you didn't also listen to me, one criteria, you must be a Sierra Leonean. This you can find out also on the website. Not to secret society. They are right on the website. One man can see them. So you must be a Sierra Leonean citizen, and you for the live in Sierra Leone. So if you did America, I don't get a few questions of people who they ask me the way they America say I apply for Fulbright. It's going to be tough because the criteria say you for the live in Sierra Leone. If you do America now, you go visit and you don't B1, B2 visa and you not overstay, you just go visit and you plan for return back, kudos. If you did it on, O visa, you go perform one show or something or you're invited, then yeah, you can apply. Because you actually they live in Sierra Leone, you just go work and come, or you just go perform, you go do a particular job or come. Whatever visa you did, once not to immigrant visa, you can apply for the scholarship. Now, so you must be Sierra Leone, living in Sierra Leone. You must have successfully completed first degree, bachelor's equivalent with an excellent score. Now, you have to pay attention to the excellent score, and the reason why is it's highly competitive. And if you don't complete your bachelor's degree and you score low, you might how do I put it? If 50 people will apply, they all get 3.0 and above. You get 2.5, even though you submit a very strong application, your chances are slimmer. So now that's this mean. And so it's not like if you get 2.9 and you get excellent, you excel in other areas. Probably like you social, you giving back to society, you volunteering, you work experience, and your professional experience. You do well there. And let me say you not stand a chance. So just that it's slimmer for you. And so yeah, so you need for at least get a very good score, 3.0 and above, preferably. Now that's a good advice. If you get 3.0 and above, your cumulative grade point average, then you stand a chance to apply. Also, you must have at least 5 consecutive. Now, Bokuman they fail. Anything consecutive mean 5 years ago. I not ever day without a job, or I not ever day a whole year and a work. We live on 2026 or so. So let's say 5 years consecutively means say from 2021 at the work. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. You understand, eh? That mean 5 years consecutively. If you in between you get a break, maybe you go study, or maybe you lost your job for some reason, or you change jobs and then you drop out, something happened, that gap here in between, it's difficult. You don't want to give the people away they eliminate candidates them an easy run. If I see gap here na you CV, it make it easy for large just eliminate you, irrespective of how well you perform. And so just follow the application criteria. So if you want to work consecutively for 5 years straight, no break in between. So not to like cumulative, not to like for say, oh, I don't work for 10 years, but I break 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. No. They want to see 5 years consecutive working, and it shows on your CV as well as during the interviews, and they can check for references, with you employees. So do not feel like you can BS the system. Don't even try it. You're doing it at your own peril. And you must exceed Fulbright program minimum score. Minimum score on TOEFL and GRE tests. Tests do not need to be taken at the time of application. They can be taken after applicants are shortlisted. So until I say, the Fulbright application process to take up to a whole year, 365 days. Yes. So not to like other application, not to other courses, not other scholarships the way you apply in between 3 months, they don't get back to you and then process you and boom, you're gone. So for Fulbright, it take a full year, and the reason why they take a full year because um, usually the vetting process, the selection process can take some time. And you get examinations in between you get for seat. You get for seats to the graduate records exams, so now the GRE, and not to all, and not two exams, and the test of English as a foreign language. If you don't take IELTS before or Duolingo or Pearson test, when an English test them, that's cool, fine. You can present the results and they, but you get for meet the result and get for meet the minimum requirement with Fulbright they put. So at the time of applying, if you apply now, if you don't get the results there, no worry, you can still apply. This is not the only one way, the only requirements, where the only criteria where you don't need to worry about at the time of applying. So if you not want sit TOEFL, you not want sit GRE, no worry, just apply still. You know they militate against you at any point in time. You know mitigate, they eliminate you. They don't eliminate you at all. You still stand a chance. And also, you must not intend to immigrate permanently to the United States. Within that they effectively mean it means say, for don't play DV. And if you don't play DV, well, I think because of Donald Trump, then we suspend DV lottery last year. So I don't think so you need to worry. you don't need to worry. you don't need to worry about that. But this they mean say, for don't play DV, or for don't filing and petition for, or somebody for don't filing and petition for you for immigrate to the US permanently. If you, let's say DV lottery be open and Donald Trump, President Trump be allowing for happen, you don't play DV, it's still cool. Then go just ask you want, if you then select you, usually they can give the option, do you want to still go as a Fulbright student or do you want to still continue with your DV lottery? And so they can give students an option they for choose. But my advice to wait till you get to that level. If you don't play before, you can tell them during the interview so you play, and that's fine. They know. No keep on to yourself, no hide them, no make them find out. But then effectively say, for the petition or somebody not for the petition for you, or say you want for fly go US and tap na US. Criteria they stand for. So that's just six criteria, six eligibility criteria. So if you're at home, you listen to me, you fall under any of them categories. If you find out you don't pass, you tick the boxes, then this is for you. If you know fall under them boxes there, make them, then it's fine, it's okay. I mean, there are plenty more fish in the water. There are plenty more opportunities out there for you, and you can also try them, and you can send this opportunity to somebody where you feel so qualify. The next step, we're very important is this. On the criteria when they post out online, they put say then they encourage students who want to go study artificial intelligence, any STEM course, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, cybersecurity, health, digitization, disease prevention, supply chain management, and trade. So this is now perfect leakage for you. They encourage people that want to go study any of the discipline they have to apply. So if you want to go study theology, do not apply. If you want to go study even international development now, it's risky, right? If you want to go study, something where they're not looking for, you have to really prove that this get for salon. So according to the one the way they write, the way they do all this application, they don't look at the economy. They don't look at thematic areas where the US the sponsor of the country. They don't take a perfect look at everything, the situation, and CC. Then discipline they are so, then specialization they are so that they're missing at this country, and so they need people who go train and come back and can contribute to society in the various sectors there. So if you get interested in artificial and it doesn't have to be specific AI, because AI is just a discipline, to course, it's a whole discipline. You get Boku subsection, in it. So if you want to go study anything on artificial intelligence, this is for you. So any STEM course, this is for you. Cybersecurity, health, and this is a very great course. Health and, digitization. It's a tongue twister. Yeah, health digitization is a very great course. And if you go study data analytics on health digitization, that can also set you apart. And disease prevention, of course, it's always going to be a problem that is country. So they need, public health professionals, medical doctors, anybody who want for go into that field if for go for study. And supply chain management is also a huge focus, a very big focus. Trade is also a great focus, and ITC is doing amazing work in this country. International Trade Center, they do great work through the United Nations, and we not get many professionals where they really specialize on trade in trade. The AGOA deals that already signed. We need trade people info. Go actually assess these deals and see what we're benefiting, see what we're not benefiting from the tariff, how the tariff system work, and all that. So anyway, if you get interested in those areas, then this is for you. Now, the other thing I also talk about is this. I want to make you also study within the U.S. government they do in Sierra Leone, and largely within the do in Sierra Leone now, they invest into the into the energy sector. They've invested. They're going to invest approximately close to $1 billion with the MCC and this Nant Power project, and they're going to overhaul all our energy systems, all our energy infrastructure, and that's an area where gap get for the. Imagine we can't get gas power plants. Sorry, we can't get two gas power plants and HRSG, heat generator. We can't get a whole power plant for manage. We need professionals, them engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers. We actually for manage this power plant. Siemens is coming into this country because after the project is done, during the O&M stage, Siemens is coming, and Siemens get for look for engineers. And if you just say no more, you depend on which you study in Sierra Leone, you're not setting yourself apart. So look at what the US government is doing and the businesses, the opportunities that are actually opening up. Yeah, for if you're not a young person out there now, or if you're not a mid-level career person, you're into the engineering, the mechanical sector, the electrical engineering sector, this is a perfect opportunity for you for apply for go study. And then once by the time you're done with the return, the market open for you. This is a good opportunity for you for apply and for be a part of that change really happens so quickly. Also, MCC, then that 400 over 400 million where they can 480 million where they can pour into the economy. I know say a lot of people get doubts in that, but please do not have any doubts because MCC is here already, and then we'll begin, give this money by tranche already, very soon. Tranches, sorry. Then we'll begin give them money by tranches very soon. And also the US, also Sierra Leone government, the US government get for manage all now and they. I'm saying all of this to say they need professionals in the energy sector. So if you position yourself as an engineer, or you position yourself as an energy economist, or you position yourself as an energy whatever professionals you are, this is an opportunity for you for go upskill yourself, so that by the time where this is done, you cannot sit down and say, I'm making governor lie and I fake. Don't bet on that. Go upskill yourself, and then when you come meet this opportunity. So now leakage I give you. So if you want to apply, go for these things, and you stand a chance for at least have an interview with the organizers of the scholarship. Okay, so let's just take you through the online application. I got me technical man. We try for fix something just now, so that I will take Fambul and through the online application. Let themselves see how it will work like. It's very simple. I don't know if so if you do Facebook, you will see exactly what I deploy my computer. And if you know the Facebook, I will try as best as possible for commented so you go know. So if you go to the website, the US Embassy website in Sierra Leone, you will see, of course, the post day, and they tell you when it open, and with all. I don't tell you all things just now. 2027 and 2028 academic year. Now in this application period they want for, and then it open on Monday 9 a.m. and they also end on April 5th, 2026. And Then say if you're an applicant, we already get TOEFL and GRE scores, you may upload them at the time. But if you not get, it's fine. You're still fine. Um, Also, if you must be a Sierra Leonean, like the eligibility criteria. I don't want you through them already. I cannot. And then if you click the apply now, it'll take you straight to the IIE platform. So IIE, for you, don't know. So you will be confused. Say, why are common at US Embassy websites are going to IIE? You don't know IIE. Whose websites are this one? Are the correct one? So you're kind of confused. So IIE, now they manage the Fulbright process. They're based in New York. They have been doing this for over 100 years. This is a non-governmental, a non-profit, organization where they operate for over 100 years. Yes, they know they manage educational projects for the U.S. government for a very, 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 very long time, and they know they manage the this Fulbright application since its inception in the 60s. And so they are highly trained professionals now. They do all and they. So even when you submit your applications, basically now they get for read them, and then they recommend other than for come for interviews. Now they recommend also other than they finally select, and then they also place you now your university of, and at the university when then choose for you. And so you go say that they go that they're not like me or you lie bad. This is a very fair process, and you know sabi the one the way they handle you, you know sabi the one the way they do the application. There's no sabi one day, so it's fair. So if you come now, if you see apply.ie, the one the way they TikTok self, I go try for flip my camera so then go see what they see. Okay, I think so if you go TikTok live, you go see what they see. Sorry, this is the best way I can do it for now. And so yeah. So if you come, you click the apply now, it will take you to this management platform. I be don't apply, I be don't sign in already, so I don't want to sign out again. It will take too long. So basically, you get two sides. We go ask you if you're not new user, you can create an account. If you're not old user, you can just log in with your username and password. I mean, everybody would listen to me now. You get an account, a social media account, or you get one kind online account, one way or the other. You have signed up for something before, so I don't want to even go through that elementary basic tutorial for you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, you did create an account, and also if you don't create an account before, you just sign in. So these are different accounts I sign in, but now like me working the teach, so I can also create the account there. But this is the account now. This I'll be apply with. What I get. So you see and don't get the academic year 2020, 2021. But now let's come to the 2027, 2028. Now they will go straight. So and this are open. So if you click them, it will take you to the portal, and it will tell you say your application name process. Now you will see at the time you will see Fulbright Foreign Student Program 2027, 2028. The full platform. All right, so you will just see this welcome message and all that good stuff, telling you what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, and the standards and all that stuff. So you just click yes. If you get time for read the policy guidelines, kudos to you. If you get time for read, I'll be listening to that possibility terms and conditions on social media. So it's also fine. You can terms and conditions on all applications. Social media on all applications really download, so it's fine. So yeah, you can. For me, I just click yes. I review. I accept. So basically, they're just telling you that now we give you the grant, and then if you follow the guidelines, if you follow regulations, follow the rules. If we catch you wanting, we can evoke the grant at any point in time. If XYZ, just for avoiding any lawsuits. So basically, that's what you'll see. And then once you click save and continue, it will take you to the next step. So we can take a short break. When I come back, I continue from this, and so that I go take on step by step as we continue the this. I decided to do this because I know a lot of people in the way they find it difficult, or maybe they're confused to sign defend themselves and they don't understand what's going on. So I will take a short break, and when I come back, I continue from Saturday.
To all the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough, I no get nothing for offer. To all the party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say the life no go become something, and they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, They say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now, it don't better now. Famous and the name now. You know go fit say you know me now. Anytime I like a flight to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like I dey buy now. Turn up, cause me I know they turn down, I know they run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead, I never stop for nothing. For this one where we live, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God know. The reason why someone go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I no go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of a man no, not to the end of in life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous na the name now. You know go say, you know me now. Now me son is can't the party now. Even you baby they call it now. Cause now me they make all man they daddy now. You next on the beats now.
Yes, welcome back again. If you just joined me today, night solo show we do of the Talk to M show. We go through the application process for 2027-2028 Fulbright Scholarship, and you can join me. You can call or you text on 079-994-993 and we go talk to you, or you can drop your comment on Facebook as well. 079 you comment on Facebook. If you go to the Epic Radio Facebook page, you will see you can drop your comment. If you get a question there, you can ask your question there and we will effectively answer you. So yeah, as I be talk to you earlier, I don't take you through now the platform itself, the Fulbright platform itself. Platform, like I said earlier, it's managed by IE. So then they ask you like basic, demographic information. We are the preliminary questions when they ask. They want to know, if you're necessarily who they apply for, the country they apply for. So then get a list of countries them, and then country and I need to accept students from. So all your business you get now for select Sierra Leone, and then they ask you the academic year. Well, the academic year by default now 2027, 2028. Like you apply for. So and then what next? Okay, then go tell you say these are all just important notices, and then go ask you now, do you hold or are you applying for US citizen? So this particular part now we don't handle earlier, why we don't talk. But if you get planned for immigrate to the US and stay to the US, then it's a tricky one for you to apply. So then they ask you again, I ask so. So if you say yes, then like I say, you don't give them enough reason for eliminate you. You're not interested, you don't want to continue the scholarship. But if you say no, of course, then we'll continue. So these are like preliminary checks that within the, and all that stuff. And then get privacy statements and ISO, all that. Employment eligibility. So now, within this, they try for say, if you get fumble where they work now, US Embassy, or I mean fumble like direct relative, then it's tricky for you. You know go apply immediate family member, and it's about uncle, grandauntie or step uncle or no. If you papa, you mama, or somebody where you very close to where don't already put your name at the US Embassy, then next of kin lists, you can't apply for this scholarship. Then they allow you because there's a conflict of interest. So if you work for USAID as well, you cannot apply for the scholarship. If you they work or they do anything on behalf of the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs, the same thing. You know, go apply. If you work on the board or a staff of Fulbright Commission, you know, go apply. If you work also with the J. William Fulbright Foreign Scholarship Board, you know, go apply. So any, body really work directly with anything which gets relation to the US itself. NIASO, you know, go apply. And the reason is there is a law where you say you can benefit twice from a US based program. So if you work for USAID or they work for the US government, you cannot also get a scholarship. That's not how it works. So you cannot benefit twice. That's why when they give you visa, they give you J1 visa, and if you do a homestay of 2 years, because they don't want you for Diana again, you get another opportunity, and it's coming from the U.S. Taxpayers' money. No, so these are all just guardrails for prevent people, benefiting twice from the same U.S. government. And then so you can put no if that applies to you. If it not applied to you, then you put yes. Sorry, you can try Chevening. So. And then also U.S. residency, you never, stay 5 years or more consecutive years. If you don't stay in the U.S. for 5 years or more consecutively, you do not stand a chance, and they're not going to take you. And also, then just say you have to sign this for review rights for the review information contained in evaluation submitted. So yeah, these are just guardrails for protect themselves. America, they like Boko rights guides. Anyway, contact information. So basically, the next step now, you contact information, where then we'll ask you, now like basically each country gets in your requirement. Now in this contact information mean. So it just to tell you all the time, don't say earlier. You can download them also, and you can tell you all this as well. Oh, another thing they really require a recommendation letter, and a 3 they need. So you therefore get one from your academic, from your academic professor. You get for one from the professional side, either your boss or somebody, and then advisable, preferably you can get one from your mentor, somebody we don't sabi for a while. We can be a character witness to you, for you. We can be a character witness for you. So you need 3 recommendations here. And after that, of course, you're able for click on the side, but you are required to fill in the information. So you are required here to fill in all this information. All right. So I'll be just do for fill the information there for just take people in through. So now, how did they collect all your information, all your personal information, your name, your details, and all that good stuff, who state you're born, and all that, your date of birth, your citizenship. Then just need this for understand you and know exactly who's applying, and your contact information, who say you day, and your phone number, and all that good stuff. Also, you can find that in IASO. And what else? Your professional, academic, and professional information. Now you need for upload your CV. Now, this is very important. If you apply for the Fulbright Scholarship, please do this. Ensure so you go online and research how then they present CV US standard. Do not use Sierra Leonean standard. Do not use the European standard. For instance, if you apply to some European universities or you apply to some European jobs, then can require you for put your picture. In the US, they don't care. They don't want to see your picture. And also for the US standards, they want them very short and to the point. They don't need long 4-5 pages CV. No, they don't have time for that. So other European schools, they need longer one, and they get a specific format when they go by. So please go online and research which formats then they use, when are the US style format, and then you will sit down there and tailor your CV according to that format. Not just go normal you paste with you and for paste it, and for being PDF as well. So please follow the rules and very, very keenly, and be very abide by them. If you get you want to talk plenty, you want to show that you work, which you can do, just get a portfolio of your work, and then you can attach that portfolio there together with your CV, right? It can be an attachment you can upload that separately, but make sure say your CV they tailor to the US standard, so that you know go get and cause for eliminate you. And then your academic background, you get for tell also you don't study, which you don't study, the schools they already don't go, the paper they already don't get, and all that good stuff. Awards and recognitions, if you not be prefect from year one to year four, sorry, if you not be prefect in school, SS1 to SS3, put on the, if you not be athletes in school, if you be the one for Solomon Coca Hall from year one to year four, kudos to you. Put on there, you get certificates, attach them. Whatever it is, whatever honors you get awards from the US ambassador, you get awards from your school, you get awards from peace ambassadors, you get awards from parliamentarian, whatever it is. Now, yeah, you actually they state exactly waiting at them and the dates them, and also there will be a place now so we will add then we'll get forget side they upload certificates and pictures them if you get them, so that it will make a strong and compelling application. And if you don't get any experience outside of Sierra Leone, if you also add an ISO either research experience, you go conference, you go workshop, you go give a talk, you go submit a paper, whatever it is, or you partner for do an article, or you co-author a publication, you can also add a publication here and add exactly what you do now. So now this is a very very important part of the application process. Have you recently entered the United States on the J1 J2 visa? So the visa when they give you, when if you are finally selected and you don't go through all the processes, you don't submit, they don't take you, you don't give you letter and all that good stuff. The visa already give you is called J1, or it's called J1 visa, right? And J1 visa an exchange visitors visa. Okay, so this visa is the only game to people away the US they send on particular programs. Now, if you say you recently entered into the US, make sure the date where they put you on 2 years. If you did below 2 years, you might not go. And now the reason why I say this is this. Okay, like you say, if I say like you say, okay, let's talk back. If so, the J1 visa, you get a statutory requirement. We say when you travel go to the US on a J1 visa, upon you return, if for the 2 years now your country, homestay mandatory, 2 years. You can go back to US and come back. But if you done the 2 years, plan for like say okay, well, I they go back on an immigrant visa, right, to the US. They're not allowed that. And so also, if you don't go a US exchange program, let's say you don't go Mandela Washington Fellowship, all right, and then but you don't return, make sure you don't 2 years. If you're not 2 years 8 and you put an IR say yes, I be don't go there, they ask you when you go, and if they do the maths, they find out say now 1 year ago you go, then they take you. At all, not then they take you, because if you don't do the statutory mandatory 2 years homestay, so you will be very very careful. If you not go it, you never go on a J1 visa, kudos to you. That's easy. Just say no, and you are fine. Have you previously been awarded a Fulbright grant? If you say yes, then automatically you have been disqualified, because they know. I mean, we know they do PhD Fulbright for PhD in Sierra Leone. I don't know you done it yet, and this is for a master's. So if you say they go to another master's on the Fulbright, they want to give other people a chance, other candidates a chance. So the odds are against you now. So you likely they're not give you at all. So anyway, these are the little things that we need for take into consideration. And then here are the academic materials. Here they want you for submit all you you transcript. So I know that's one of the biggest issues with the university in this country. Most of the one that we recently graduate, not getting transcript ready. But I hope if you don't graduate 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you don't put your documentations together, including transcript, official transcript. If you don't get official transcript, it's fine, right? But if you get still the one way, then give you an unofficial transcript, it is still acceptable at this stage. So yes, upload all your transcripts in one PDF and upload your degree also in one PDF in another PDF. If you get other certifications the way you don't attain, boom, here is a place for you. Also fill them in and submit it for make you you submit a compelling application. Come to the language skills. Now, your native language, I'm gonna ask you for then gonna ask you for also other languages. So if you're a multilingual person, you stand a greater. Yeah, you have an edge. Yeah, you have an edge. So you can also put that in AI and it will ask you for your strength and all that stuff. Now, the standardized test scores now I will talk about earlier. For if you not get them, if you know ever sit GRE, you know ever sit to TOEFL examinations. So TOEFL technically means test of English as a foreign language. Basically, unique to the US, US style examinations, and they get the IELTS when are the UK style examinations, right? Uh, for this Fulbright, they can take either or. They take either IELTS or TOEFL, or if you can even do Duolingo, if they take them, and Duolingo easier than IELTS and TOEFL. Yes, comparatively easier for pass. I mean, that TOEFL exam, then that's for pass. You should you say TOEFL easy. Sorry for it. Now English, now ordinary English, you go sabi. So TOEFL very challenging, and the reason why he asked for pass now because Sierra Leone so now UK English in the teach we, right? The pattern different, the approach different, everything about it different. Whereas the TOEFL is typically the US style, and you know ever past UBC you go to you go Montessori school or you go US based school now you go approach the TOEFL from that perspective, but it's very hard for past exam if you never understand the US style. The writing style completely different from the UK style, and so the approach different. So you might fail it the first time if you not be careful. And so Duolingo, they don't care, right? I mean, they accept once you do the right thing. It's so easy for pass. They don't care about which style you use, whether UK or American style. You're good to go. So now make Bokuma go for Duolingo. So my advice to you is, if you can sit to Duolingo now, it's good. And usually the results can valid for 2 years. So if you don't sit last year, then it's still valid. You can still apply. Now, if you don't sit it, you don't get at all. Cool, still you can still apply at this stage. Then they still accept them, and then but as the application they progress, and as you progress, then we require for you submit them for make a compelling application. And another thing, plagiarism agreement. This is kind of new, but when be applied and this not be the day. However, they decide for put this now for say, define plagiarism. It's the wrongful appropriation or polluting and publication as one's own of the ideas or the expression of ideas of another. Plagiarism is the wrongful appropriation or polluting and publication as one's own of the ideas or the expression of the ideas of another. In simple terms, no go tote posting application or not go make chat GPT write for you a perfect application or any of them AI tools the one I get now. Then clever AI tools the one I get, and then you can dump and boom inside it. You are risking the chances for make you you are selected. Because when you submit your application, what you do not know on the back end, it'll run through a particular system called Turnitin. And Turnitin is basically in own beauty way it gets is as you send your application, so they analyze your application. They use the same AI tool, the same algorithms. Analyze your application, they tell almost percent original writing you actually put, and they tell almost percent you take from somebody work. I know some man go say but not possible. That machine not get sense. You are joking. You are playing. You don't see it. You don't see how they work it. So you go then also they argue me. Try them. Let's see if they call you or not. Just try no more. Because we don't get the application there, we don't understand how they work. But do not even try it. So Turnitin very effective. Once you submit your application, it tells exactly 70%, 80% copy from internet. And somebody work. If you not be careful, they even reference the person work. They reference the exact person work. So it's not even a scam. Make sure it comes from your head. Now make nobody know they rush you. February to April. Start early. Start the application early. You start now. Every day you go, you write one line, 2 line, 3 line. About 5th of February, you go don't submit it on. Make sure you submit on the 4th so that you know it's a deadline day for submit. But you get February, well, February you're almost done, but you get March, and then a whole month, and then you get April 5th. So that's enough time for you for really spend on and work on your application. So please do not plagiarize. Now go copy somebody's work and and say I go. You trust me, then they eliminate you quick. Do not make it easier for them to eliminate you. That's what I'm saying. Oh, the fun part. This is the fun part. For me, it's the fun part. This is the fun part. Now, of course, Sierra Leone Masters now no more. How they do now. Say, what is your intended program degree objective in the United States? Of course, the Masters now come on as Sierra Leone now. So now, so this is it. All this word on pass, so you're just filling information, and the same information everybody has to fill. But now, yeah, actually, you're able to convince, right? Now, yeah, you're able to convince the audience. Now, yeah, you convince the one where they watch, where they read the application, for make it select you or not. So this is where you get for right. You get for really sabi for right, because you didn't just kind of you write something. No, you. I'm able to visualize who you are, because if I'm reading something, I'm able to visualize who they are the person, because I don't see in CV, I don't see in accomplishments, I don't see in work, I don't see what you don't do, I don't see what you don't achieve, I don't see academic, excellence. Now let's see this person writing skills, one, and number two, let's see what in this person you want for good, what in plan, and how it fits into this person, in professional career. So this is where you write for me for able to visualize the person, because the day, right? But your writing represents who you are. So I'm going to make a person out of you in my head, in my brain. So I go before figure out if you actually fit for be selected for go pursue a Fulbright degree. So you have to be really good, and you have to be really direct. Americans are very direct, very very direct. Not gonna begin to send on. I grew up in a village. I am the eldest of 10. I suffered a lot. I walked barefooted to go to school. I was in a class of 100 people. They don't know all that rubbish. Listen, everybody has a sub story in this life, right? They don't care about all that sub story there, because everybody get one. What they need you to do. Tell me exactly what you plan for go study, and how that program or that discipline get for change your life first, and get for change the country as a whole. And when you return, upon returning, what you can do for contribute to national development. 9 for you. Simple and straightforward. No can tell you family story this is not the time for that. This is not the time for explain how you suffer in life. This is not the time for explain all that day. No. State exactly which you want for go study. And I make you get for the extensive research on exactly the topic you want for go study, the master's degree. If possible, go to the school, go to different schools, them see the master's degree within the offer, study the outcome of professionals and we don't study this master's degree, and what did they come as, and what did they do, what did they contribute to society, how did they do them, and the jobs that are available for them people in there, the skill sets where then they get from all those studies, and also related to Sierra Leone, related to a challenge in Sierra Leone. Make sure you turn to Sierra Leone like a gap where they can effectively solve with that your skill sets there. So that's how you think for write your study plan. And this study plan name you basically get for mimic, because this application first, let me make one thing clear. This application is just for IIE. It's just for IIE. The people away they review your application for select you. This is just this application. Now I said the process long, now 1 year process. Once you pass this stage, you go to the interview, you pass the interview, then you go to the pool of the 10 selected, right? Because they get 10 selected. Usually that's how they do. That 10 day now, una get for apply now to universities in the US, which is quite different from this one. But at the same portal una get for use. But that in universities una they apply to. So you can just use this perfectly written study plan, and then you mimic it now for the university. So you're not going to do two jobs. If you do a perfectly written study plan, you just need for mimicam for the one where you do for the university. You just need for tweak and more small, maybe more academic focus. But for this one, you have to be able to convince the audience, recognize your audience when you write a study plan. Who that they read this? They're all not grad admissions officers. Do not even make that mistakenly. They're all when they read your application, they have read thousands of applications. Trust me, they don't see all kind of English. You know they can wow there with you platitudes and algorithms, or you find sweet with English. No, you know they wow there with that. Okay, they don't read thousands of applications. I read over 2,000-3,000 applications when I did work for University of Clark University. That's what I did. So we analyze applications. We know the only read and we analyze applications. So that's why I get the capacity to tell you exactly how to write a very good and convincing and compelling application. So make sure you write that application there in a very convincing manner. But be very plain, use plain English, be very direct. Not begin twist and turn, not go straight to the point, write your applications. And then, which you want to specialize in, why you want to specialize in them, why Sierra need you can, where you come back, which you can contribute to society, boom. And then you briefly describe your future plans. Like I say, it's just 300 words. Not about writing under 300 words. It's very small. It's very small. I tell you, they need them direct. No. They don't want you for beginning write a whole thesis here. They're very direct. 300 words. With no plans for the future. They don't want you almost for married. They don't want you almost begin again for born. They don't want you if you want to live, a house facing the beach or facing the forest. They don't care. What is your future plans? And it has to be tailored for you, like tailored around you. Professional plan, professional achievement, which changes that you plan for make when you come back, and you plan for be when I return, not to where in America. If you see you plan say where in America and say, oh, this I'm go again, quick one they don't eliminate you. So now proposed length of stay, another trap. All right, yeah. If for be the length of the course, if the course now 2 years course, preferably like 18 months, put on the 18-month course, and then you will like for do you academic training. So every master's course with Fulbright, you get an opportunity for do an academic training. If the course we did do now non-STEM course, if na non-STEM course, you do 2 years of your master's degree and 1 year of academic training. If na STEM course, you do 2 years of your normal course, and then you do an extra 3 years for your academic training. And so based on the course where you go do, can I go determine almost here. So if you know send a STEM course you go do, then of course say you do 2 years plus academic training with potential in 3 years. So now 5 years. That's good. If you're non-STEM, 2 years plus academic training, now 1 year, now 3 years you go spend it. But you know go do non-STEM course, you go to 10 years America. Then you are miscommunicating. You know go do non-STEM course, you say I'm going to do 15 years America on this Fulbright. We are miscommunicating. They simply remove the commodity and say this is no plan for car just now, for commander just now. So make sure say you be very clear and ISO and propose dates of arrival. Of course, in the US, you're not going to know now, so not to worry about that. That's it's going to be dependent on the US. But of course, if you're saying at 2027, so this 2026 now they start, so you have to go probably 2027 the fall, then August next year. Now you will likely go now university August next year. So you can put on they say August next year. That's fine. You're not going to be punished for that. And then your research objective for that one go to research. You can put your research objective and if you, of course, master's research stuff, you can put on the there. So saying how this one go do. Personal statement. This is very beautiful. Now, this is your personal statement. Okay. Now you explain small about which in actually the drive you passion for go study abroad. You get for define. You get for able convince now me, the audience, the way the example or not to make it for read applications, but you get for convince now one of the people that get for read and assess your application. Why? Outside is this hunger, this passion, this desire for read artificial intelligence, for read robotics, where I come from, and why you want to go study this, prospectively, waiting at your plans after. So you get for able for convince me through you personal statements. So you get for write down the no write boku boku 1.5 page you do, please, 1.5 page it do. And why I say 1.5 page, not to 1.5 page with font 9 or font 10, font 12, calibre 12, 1.5 page, enough. Not go begin write the whole thesis. Straight to the point, convince the audience, convince the academic, you got admissions officer, you should be home and dry. All right. And then you yeah, then they ask you for like select university preferences you would like to add. You can put 3 universities, that's fine, but they actually don't care. You can put 3 there, don't worry about that. They're not for care about that. Now, then this now you standardized test where then go ask for let you if you don't fill them before. If I write you, I think by my signature below, okay, you can sign now. So yeah, you can just write your name now and sign. You know, for authorizing for publish you your test result. Now, as we the round up quickly, let's just take you through. Let's just run through this. So now for this part will be confusing because it's a fully funded scholarship, right? So you see salary and say family funds and expected additional funding, travel funds, and all that stuff, and quite confusing. So now you are going for Fulbright, and so some confidently, with Fulbright now they actually support them fully or like 100%. Like I'd be lucky for me with a lot of Fulbrighters that have been in the US, one Egyptian, and for them not to 100% they sponsor them. Even somebody from Philippines as well, for them not to 100% scholarship. Now then for actually now partial scholarship where then they put the balance. And so 90s apply to. So for you can this not apply to you. You can left and blank. That's why it's not mandatory, not get asterisks. So you don't need for worry too much about this. If you apply specifically to a university, let's say you get a passion for go study law and economics now Harvard University, Fulbright get a cap where them fees not a pass at all not, and Harvard quite expensive, right? Harvard very expensive, over $100,000 for Harvard. So if you get an external source for add to it in Fulbright to pay, then you can put an ISO. You understand it? You can tell them say I want to go study specifically in Harvard, and me they put the balance money on top of which one they put. Then you might be able to convince them because Harvard an Ivy League school. Now Ivy League school, you might stand a chance. If not so Ivy League school, no bother, no waste your time. So that's where this day for. So if you're not too worried, not to worry about, don't fret, don't worry about anything. And additional information. So basically, if you get any other, information now, so you can put an IR and all that good stuff. This is straightforward. Yep, this is straightforward. If you don't participate before in any of the U.S. government-sponsored programs, you can put an ISO 90s day for. And also recommendations. Like I say, this is very important. 3 recommendations: 1 academic, 1 professional, and you mentor for ITU. Recommendation letter. Usually, what they can do, they can send prompt through email to your recommender directly, so go through you for influence. Sometimes if you call a recommender, ask, I don't see the email, do you have big fill its information for me quickly, and then you can submit them to them directly, or it give you the letter, you scan them, you attach them as PDF attachment, which is also good for you. Could be good for you. Now signature. So all that after you don't do all that, you can you just write, you sign your name and all that good stuff, and then boom. So this review basically before you submit, they ask you for go through all what you don't feel. You see me now all not read, and the reason why it be read because I don't feel nothing. It's incomplete basically. So now make it a red. So if you see red now, your application means there are incomplete areas, and areas that are not mandatory fields they're empty. So you need to ensure say they are all filled, and then you can hit submit if you're confident. But before you hit submit, make sure you pray fast and ask God for favor, because at some point in time, you sense you get the professional experience, you get academic experience, you get all the waiting that in the world. But if God not favor you, you don't stand a chance. So ask for God in favor. Go to Papa God and tell God it's exactly what you want, and get the final say. And so, uh, and then you can submit. And good luck to you. So I know this is boring, especially for the one that we not get interest for apply, and this is kind of boring for the one that we that they get zero interest in academic, in the academic field. But I'd encourage the one that we really get interest. And if you even want to apply for other scholarships, now you see an example of how the form they look. Every scholarship you apply for, not just the same thing, the same format now they follow. There is nothing else we different. Similar format, almost the same format. Now all scholarships, nine and get. So you have learned how to fill out a form, because filling out a form at this country is a big deal. Somebody pay money for them to fill form for this country. Yes. Some people they go pay, fill this form for me now. Somebody beg, fill out this form for me now. Every time. Find them very difficult because they don't understand the question, or they don't want to spend some time to read and digest and understand. Now you've seen the forms and see how italic. You see, it's not a rocket science. It's very simple. It's very easy. You just need to fill out the information, fill them correctly, rightly, and you stand a chance. I hope I do justice to all of this. I hope are able to explain and express how the application they go like. My dream and my passion and my goal is to inspire many young Sierra Leoneans, many mid-level career Sierra Leoneans for go and pursue higher education, for go study abroad. That's my plan. Now that's I want. I want to see many Sierra Leoneans them, make them out there and go study abroad and go really benefit from this application process. Because let not lie to you, we don't suffer too long at this country, and it's about time we do something about it. And this is what I'm doing, contributing and shifting society. On behalf of my team, thank you so much, Ibrahim Sori, with it being the digital man. Thank you so much, DJ Wonder. I know easy, but thanks. I appreciate you so much. And everybody will contribute to make the show a success. I want to say a big thank you. And thank you to all my listeners them as well. See me Facebook. I get a couple of comments while I say I always watch me and say I'm my number one fan. Always a watch. Thank you so much for always dropping your comments. And Mombodu, Keta, Lomperi, everybody say hi. I mean, it means another question for me. That's fine. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you, and I will join in again next week when I will come back with another inspiring and great topic. Now, look, the Africa Compt Fellowship are also open. So if you're interested for fly, go to Germany. Did it for a whole year. Work for SAP or Bosch or Boehringer Ingelheim or BMW, or work for any of those companies for a whole year. Learn how to speak the German language. Get 1,000, 200, or 1,500 euros per month on a monthly basis, and potentially get a job after you done the fellowship. Stick around. Stay with me as I bring somebody next week for can talk about the Africa Compt Fellowship. By the way, not only 2 Sierra Leoneans don't go the Africa Compt Fellowship. So this is an opportunity for continue for bring to owner. So more Sierra Leoneans go represent we, come back and can contribute to national development. Until next week, I've been your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. Good night.
I'm not man enough. I don't get nothing for up.
Good morning. Welcome to the second